All right, Coach, this is quite a scrimmage here this week, and that it was a playoff game last year. What does that do to get you guys ready for this season?
Well, it's going to really let us know where we're at this point in the season. I think that it's been a natural progression with Vermont and then Hofstra and Lemoyne. And now to have a team like Yale that has so many returning players back and projected to do so well this year will give us a real test.
It sounds like the guys like it knowing how tough your schedule is this year. Can that help you get ready as fast as you need to get ready this year?
Well, I think it'll show them that they need to be prepared for every game, and that the week of preparation is going to be very important for us. So at least we know who Yale is coming back. We know their players. The Ivies start later, so I'm sure they're not going to be mid-season form just like ourselves, but we'll have a little bit more experience than they do coming in on Sunday.
And how different has this stretch been for you to get the 3 scrimmage weeks instead of the normal 2 you have this time this year?
Well, we felt how everything went in the fall and the lack of the scrimmages that we had in the fall, that we needed an extra one. I'm really glad we did. It showed us some things that we don't see in practice. Going against different players helps our offense, helps our defense going against different offenses, and it helps our offense to go against teams that play different defense that we normally play.
Seth Delisle, if I understood him correctly, he said he was coming here as a graduate student anyway, for the school, and then could you kind of take me through how that sort of morphed into him having an opportunity? Like, did you know he was going to come here and play, or did that sort of evolve as the fall went on?
Well, I think we knew over the summer, and he had great success at the Division III level. So we're kind of excited to see what he could do. And he's different than our other face-off guys, so it's great practice for all of our face-off people because they all do something a little bit different technique-wise. And so to have him come in and to have his experience, he's shown well in practice and was hurt the first set of scrimmages and got more time in the last scrimmage.
How is he different?
The type of move that he uses, and he's got. We call them counter moves, where if somebody wins the face-off, there are things you do where if the other guy wins it that you do to counter what the other guy does.
Because he mentioned that he played the Burning Orange tournament in the summertime, and that was his first kind of clue that, hey, maybe I got something going on here.
It could be. I wasn't there to see the scrimmages, but I heard that he fit right in with the guys while he was there.
Can I ask you about another face-off guy, Danny Borello, and how he's progressed and how you see him filling or trying to fill at least part of Ben's shoes?
Yeah, I think what was good is we got Danny in some last year, and he had some experience there going against some very good face-off people at the Division I level. And I think that he's improved his game. I think he's got very quick hands to start with, which is really what you want with a face-off person. And got very good technique, and he's getting better at the other aspects of the game. The one thing that a lot of the face-off guys don't have. They don't have that great stick work, or they're not great shooters, or they're not great defenders. So he's been working on the other aspect of his game, and he's gotten better at it.
Do you talk to him, try to take the pressure off them by saying, don't try to be Ben, just be you? Do you say anything?
No, he works with Coach Donahue quite a bit because Kevin handles the face-offs, and I really haven't had that discussion with him. We just need him to play his game and get better every week.
Talk about Nick Mellon and how he's changed maybe since the last time you saw him on the field?
Yeah, well, he's picked up right where he left off. He's got very good feet. He's very quick. He's a strong player. He's good at clearing the ball, and it's as these scrimmages go on, we're going to see how much he's rising to the occasion because he's going to get the top attack, but on everybody else's team.
When a guy misses that much time, how tough is it for them to jump right back in?
Well, I think it's the fact that I'm sure he was frustrated watching last year after starting his freshman year. So for him to have an opportunity to get back on the field and play, I think he's very happy about that.
Sticking with defense was something we kind of talked about the other day. You said you thought the defense played very well last Sunday. Man down was kind of somewhere where you guys struggled a little bit last year. What are you looking to do differently on man down this year?
Well, we've already started, when you go man up and man down, when you're preparing for another team, you're usually using a scout group to run the plays that you've seen on film so far. And you don't get a lot of the ones going against the ones. In other words, the man up, first man up going against the first man down. And we've done more of that already this spring where man down going against man up, making a little bit of a competition. And the man down's done very well against our man up so far, and we're just hoping that will continue. It's done well in the scrimmages, so we'll just keep building on that.
And then you've had Nick Martin in the middle there. What does he kind of bring to the defense there in the middle?
I think Nick brings some good communication. Good communication. He's a smart player, and that's what you need when you're in a, man down's technically a zone because they have an extra man, obviously. and you need somebody smart and can anticipate the rotation of the ball on the other team's offense, and he's done that well so far this year.
Nate Solomon, obviously such a big year for him. There's a difference between being a great producer on a younger guy and a veteran team where you've got other guys. Nate comes back as has to be a known quantity and a big factor. How has that transition gone for him? Does his game have to change at all, or do you see him just sort of seamlessly jumping in and being one of the top guys again?
Yeah, I think if anything, he's come back wanting to be, the top Dodger on attack. And I think having Steven Rafis back there, Steven's a little bit more lefty, Nate's a little bit more of a righty. It's a nice 1-2 punch. And if anything, we probably just have to, when the games come around, settle Nate down a little bit, because I think he wants to be that guy and he wants to go hard all the time. And we just need him to pick and choose when he goes to the goal.
Yeah.